see you gorgeous and glowing with imminent motherhood.
Shall I just take her blood pressure, I think?
No, I don't think that's necessary. I'd take your own blood pressure if I were you, doctor. Rocketing. Off you go. This is a private consultation. Off with you. Sorry.
It's okay.
Oh, well. You look lovely. Look at all these people who adore you. Sent you a few little
flowers.
posies. Did you like mine?
Oh, that's so nice of you. You know that you're going to be godmother to my baby.
Am I? I was
really
hoping you'd ask me. Because I'm going to be there at the birth. Isn't it spooky? I'll be the first face it sees. Model, star. In a way, we're so similar because when I was young, I looked exactly like you. Which gives you a rough idea what you're going to look like in a year.
I hope I look as good as you do.
I cherished you in this little clinic of mine.
It's been wonderful. I mean, look how glamorous it is. I feel like a movie star.
I was a little upset this morning when I heard that without my say-so they'd given you a little bit of a shave. I didn't want them to do that.
Well, it's not the first time, Edna.
Can I have a peep? Oh, it suits you.
Just call me Sinead O'Connor.
Any worries in particular that you want to share with me? Because I'm a mother figure to you.
Well, the thing that's worrying me, I mean, will it hurt?
Elle, have your girlfriends taken you aside and told you scary stories?
Oh, constantly.
They always
tell me it's
do
the
it.
most painful thing that you've ever had.
Take no notice of them. In your case, it's going to be like a champagne cork. It is.
That's a good thought.
Will your father be present, do you think?
I was, I've heard stories about how, when men are there, it affects them afterwards, and I just thought that...
Well, they
just
see an aspect of you perhaps they haven't observed before. My husband had never seen me naked. Never.
Really?
Nor did he express the least desire to, Elle. Dear old Norm, but I think the stirrups is not a woman's most flattering position.
Oh, no.
I think it's very much up to him and see how he feels.
The other thing that was worrying me was, how long after the birth can you, resume relations?
You have to be patient, darling. You have to be patient.
Yes, but was Norm patient with you?
He was too patient. He waited until I'd had my third bubba, and then he only gave me a peck on the cheek. But he was a patient himself by then. He was. I shouldn't laugh, but I can't help it. I laugh out of gratitude.
Bless his soul.
But here's the good news. You can't have normal relations immediately, but you can have abnormal relations. You like lobe nibbling, toe sucking, and rude talk.
Well, that's good. That's
Isn't that
good.
a relief? What a wonderful mother you're going to be.
Oh, I hope so.
Will you be breastfeeding, Elle?
Well, I intend to. Hopefully, if they can latch on. I've heard these terrible stories about...
Oh, they'll latch onto yours in no time. Those little bubba gums will be snapping onto you. They will, and it's good for the figure. You're very lucky you've got a nice bosom. My mother couldn't bring herself to say the word bosom. Isn't that funny? It was that generation.
Really?
She called it top tummies.
Top tummies?
Top tummies. It did. She once described a woman. Well, all this talk, I'm beginning to lactate. I am. Oh, it's a spooky feeling, Elle. It is. I want to give you a present before I forget, talking of lactation. It's something that St Edna's is doing in conjunction with Tiffany's and also with Kenwood. It's the breast pump. It's completely new. It can be manually... Don't try it now, but it can be manually operated. Or it's fully digital if necessary. And it's perfectly, tasteful to use this in the bus or a public transport. It's very, very easily serviceable and washable. It's slightly S&M. Do you notice that?
Well, absolutely.
It's a little bit punky looking.
I find that quite exciting, actually.
It is. And
cold.
Much later, you can turn it into a tasteful bed lamp or something like that.
Oh, thank you so much, Edna. That's really thoughtful of you. I'm sure I'll put that to good use.
I have to go on my rounds in a moment. Any other little worries just before I go?
Let me see. Oh, there was one thing. what do I do when my waters break?
Make sure you're somewhere, you know, convenient when
Right.
it happens. I mean, not on the catwalk, preferably.
Okay.
I'll tell you what happened to me. We had a drought in Australia at the time, and our back garden was a dust bowl.
Right.
An absolute dust bowl. And all of a sudden, I knew my waters were breaking. You know what I did?
What?
I had the presence of mind. I rushed out into the garden, and I straddled a shrub. I did! Wasn't that, you know, it was the first example of recycling in Australia. And you know, it was my favourite gladdie. It was. And it's still
sprouted like
it did, and
crazy.
some of them are here.
Dr. Dame.
What's this? Can't you see I'm counselling this
We
woman?
have a situation in cryogenics.
I better go, Elle, darling.
Thank you so much.